Happy Easter Monday. I hope you had a great Easter weekend. Well, obviously, we got to talk about the biggest present that the market has given us in 2025, and that is gold. Gold is going parabolic, as you can see, up strongly again. This clearly is smelling like a short squeeze right now, and we really need to look into the gold price and understand where we are right now in the gold bull run. Welcome to Hot Trades of the Day, your show for swing trading ideas for the coming days, weeks, and month. Okay, so this is the gold price. Obviously, we're seeing it's gone completely bananas. The problem is, since so many institutional investors are not invested in gold, they now have to jump on the train. There are also clearly some short covering going on. But what does that mean for the gold price? When things like this happen in the stock market, in the commodity markets, we have to take a step back. We have to do the ice bucket challenge over our head and stay cool and look at this. And to visualize this for you better, I compared gold against silver. So the purple line, this is the gold price, okay? And then the regular candlestick, that is the silver price. And you see the massive discrepancy, the distance between gold and silver right now. And if we look back, this is 24 right here. Then you see that usually the distance is not nearly as wide as it is here. This is unusually wide, and that's a big warning sign. All right, you look at this here, pretty close developments. Yes, gold has been a little better, and then there are some times when silver has been a little better, but overall, pretty parallel. And now we have this gigantic scissor. So let's go back a little further, 2023. And we see that we had two areas where silver did better, right? Where the scissor went up, silver massively outperformed gold in 2020, end of 2022. But then silver came back to gold. We had this again here, spring 2023, and then silver came back because they are usually going up in a similar fashion. But right now, we don't see this at all. Silver is basically going sideways and gold is ripping. And this will, as we historically have seen, solve itself. How? Well, either the silver will catch up and it'll be the catch-up trade, and now silver will go parabolic. Unlikely, considering the economic situation, or gold will come down. But this will be resolved at some point. I'm not saying today or tomorrow, and I'm going to tell you why in a second, but this will be resolved. And it's another proof that gold is clearly overheated right now. So the big problem is the dollar. Look at this. This is the dollar in the candlesticks against gold. And you can see when the dollar started to fall, that's when gold started to rip. But the important thing, and let me turn off this gold comparison for a second. We got a huge problem in the dollar. We are breaking down. I told you I thought that the dollar would find some support here and have a counter trend rally, and that would bring gold down, and the exact opposite has happened. The weakness in the dollar, which I had predicted early, I was right on that, but I wasn't right on the rebound, is crazy. I look at this. This looks really bad for the dollar now. If we confirm this down move, whew, I mean, we got a little support area right here, but the weakness in the dollar is a real issue. This is what is fueling gold right now. So as long as the dollar keeps falling, gold will be ripping. Now, what does that mean on the other hand? That means if the dollar stabilizes or rebounds and it's massively oversold, all right, let me put in the RSI real quick. Yeah, we're clearly in the oversold territory. As you can see, we haven't been this oversold since, oh, this goes a long way back, 2018. So the Trump downturn that I had shown you in the past, then that will trigger a gold sell-off. So this is where we stand with gold at the moment. It's really the dollar and the institutions jumping on board on this trend, which is massively overheated. I would not recommend to jump on the gold train now. One of the advantages that we as retail investors have against institutions is we can sit back and we can wait for our shots. The institutions don't have that opportunity. They need to be in the market right now. They need to be in the gold market because this is the one thing that is working. But there's also one other thing I want to show you. And I know some of you will hate this, but you really need to have an open mind when it comes to the markets. And that is Bitcoin compared to the dollar. There's something really interesting happening here. So we got gold again, purple line. We got Bitcoin in the candlesticks. Now, if we zoom out since 2024, why is 2024 important? Well, that is March 2024. That's when gold price broke out. And look what we are seeing here. Let me try to put this. Here we go. Perfect. This is what I want. So, when we saw Bitcoin ripping, gold was going up, but it wasn't really doing much. When we saw Bitcoin consolidating, you see gold went up big time. Then we had the Bitcoin rip around the ETFs. I'm sorry, we're 2025 now. That was the Trump. This was the Bitcoin ETF rip. This is the Trump election rip. So, and you see we had a correction in gold. And now we have the big consolidation. Well, big might be overstating it, but we have the consolidation phase in Bitcoin, and you see gold ripping. Now, what does that tell us? When we look at Bitcoin right now, and let me turn off the gold trend. Here we go. So this Bitcoin, as you can see, today we're breaking out above from this bullish flag, bullish consolidation. Downtrend is broken. Now we're not out of the woods yet, right? we really need to go all the way up to 92,000, break this blue resistance zone now, old support, now resistance, in order to fully have a bearish to bullish reversal. But this is an interesting sign as well. We're seeing strength in Bitcoin. And again, if that is the case, what do we know from history? From history, that means gold will underperform. So, first thing is what I've been telling you for a long time. Don't be a complete gold bug. Be open-minded. If you add Bitcoin, even in a small percentage, to your allocation, you will make more money in the markets. You want to be right or you want to make money. Second, this also shows us, just like the silver chart, that we are likely seeing the end of the short-term exuberation in gold. So don't buy gold right now. Don't go short. Never, ever. And clearly, looking at the candles of the past weeks, clearly some people are getting caught in this. Don't go short against a trend like this. Just take a step back. Take a look at the gold mining stocks that interest you, which ones you like, or maybe even add some Bitcoin if it breaks above 92,000. That's it for today. Have a great start to the week. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.